Hello there, this is Cheryl Lentz, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, talking to you on Tuesday at 2. So I'm trying to get back to a regular work schedule. I do want to say thank you to everyone who sent cards and plants and flowers. And Peter's funeral was on Friday, and we stood for an hour and a half with a solid line of people. Hi, Cheryl and Susan. A solid line of people from his childhood friends to people he worked with at Briggs. Hi, Cindy. He worked there for 30 years, but he hadn't been there for probably, I don't know, it's been 15 years since he's been retired, something like that. It was unbelievable. I was so in awe and overwhelmed from the response. And almost everybody said, Cindy, you won't be surprised with this. Hi, Vera. Because he was so witty. Like, he came out with those one-liners all the time. And so he made people smile. And he made people happy. And so it was, that was just his personality. He was just, he was a sweetheart. So thank you so much. We're moving on. I'm gonna get back to work because I know that's what he would want. And he so enjoyed all the ladies coming in here. All my stampers were always talking to him and saying hi to him and making a point of talking to him, and he loved that. So so in that spirit, we're just gonna carry on. We're carrying on. So I'm gonna turn the camera around and we're gonna play with the Abstract Beauty. I think that's, yeah, Abstract Beauty. I haven't played with this a whole lot. I showed it a while back. And thank you for the hearts. I so appreciate y'all. I showed it a while back, and I thought today at the last minute, you know what? I need to play with this again because it's so much fun. So let's turn the camera around and I'll show you what we're playing with. And so close your eyes if this bothers you. We're going to take a little ride down to my desk here. There we go. Make it a little bit bigger. There we go. So stampingjourney.com is my blog. Here it is. So it's in the mini catalog on page 48 and 49. And it's all this bright, beautiful, fun colors. And then you can get all these extra things. So the hexagon dots, here is the stamp set with the dies. So cool. This number 3 is the Abstract Beauty cards and envelopes. There are 10 card bases. Each one is different. So you will have 10 completely different cards along with the envelopes. So I'm not using those today, but I had showed those before. I think I have a few up here yet. So so that's what I'm playing with. This paper is different because it is 4x6. So it's a whole different kind of way of working with it and using it. So here we go. Here is the card that I made first, just playing with it today. I kind of chopped it up. I used DSP in the background, DSP on the front, and then the piece that, because this is 4 inches, right? It's 4x6. I used the last piece inside. So there we go. That's and then look at how cool this paper is. I love it. So you have little sparkles all over the place. And now we have the hexagon embellishments that you can get. I used on this particular card, it was the 2022 in color squares. And so, and then I used one of the, I made a smudge here that I didn't like. So I covered it up with a flower and put on one of the iridescent rhinestones. So we have a lot of sparkle besides all the interesting texture because of the gold foil on this paper. So this is the card. I'm going to pull out this paper just in case you haven't seen it. Now this one's, everything is all chopped up here because I have used it. But one side has the gold foil accent, and then that one side is flat. But they're all beautiful and fun, and I mean, it's just like all these different colors. You can do anything with it. And then you also have, with the stamp set, I mean, you could create some of this yourself just with the images here on the stamp set. So it's just all super cool. I almost used this as a background, but then I changed my mind. So I love this one with the blue and then the gold in it. So you can see all the fun paper. If you haven't looked at this, please take a look at it because it's super cool. It's just really cool. So lots of beautiful paper and just kind of fun. So there we go. Let me get this. Now I chopped up a lot of things. There we go. Okay, so this stamp set, and then they have all these wonderful dies, which if you're a quilter, I know these are kind of abstract, but quilting to make patterns up with the diamonds and the hexagons, super fun, super good, great way to use up your extra pieces, scraps, your scraps. Hello, scraps. Lots of fun that would be, especially with some of these, like some of the diagonal prints and stuff. I just think that I need to do some more with that and show you on Friday. So here is that. So I made this one using, and I used polished pink instead of the magenta, which is made to go with it, but you know, you can use whatever you want. So I used polished pink, and then I used balmy blue in the inside. So I had cut these 4 pieces because it's 4 inches. So I cut them 1 inch of this, the DSP, and then I did 1 1/8, and then this is 4 7/8, and then I did 5 inch for to frame it in. But I just wanted a really thin frame just to make it kind of pop out. So, and then this is one of the die cuts. I stamped this with this stamp, but I stamped it off with the balmy blue because I wanted it lighter to kind of match the pattern on the paper. So, ta-da. So I cut one using opposite colors. So on this one, this is one I cut for. So here is my, and this time I'm going to do with the balmy blue, and then I have the pink, the polished pink in the inside as just the layer. So here are all my little pieces I have cut, and I use the same background on both of them. So this this has flecks of gold in it too. And look at this. I mean, that's just beautiful. Wouldn't this be gorgeous with like trees stamped on and a verse up here? Just sort of, kind of reminds me of a misty forest, you know, kind of totally opposite, right, of this. So now I am going to go ahead and glue these together. So I have all my little rectangles here. So I just cut everything up, chop, 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 and I'll glue it together real quick here. Let's hope my glue is cooperating with me today because I didn't grab a new one from the back room. So yesterday, my new catalog came. Ooh la la. I'm one of those people that, I always say I'm fickle. I'm one of those people that I don't get too upset about stamps leaving or colors leaving, whatever, because I know that Stampin' Up! Is just going to come up with something else that I love. So besides the cowboy ones, you know, I always love the cowboy stamps, but must be from watching Westerns as a kid. I don't know, but I do like that. But we have so many great sets coming out. The new colors are just fabulous. Really, really fun. So I try to make up a story. Now I haven't even thought about it. Cindy's heard it. It gets a little bit weird. I try to make up a story using all the new colors so that I can remember them, you know, in your head. You know, because once you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, everything is in Stampin' Up! Colors. So everything you look at, your brain just automatically goes to that color. And so I always try to make up a story so that I can remember and memorize the colors. It makes it easier for me. So here's all my little pieces. They're just chopped up. Now so because this is white on white with the background, I opened up my card front and just laid this on. I don't want to glue it on yet because I want to glue my pieces on first. but I just opened it up so that I would have that darker background, so it makes it easier. When I'm gluing on strips like this, now I know I'm going to put something in the center, so I'll probably choose like this one to go in the center that has not as much to show, but on the ends I wanted it a little bolder, and I purposely did not want it all matchy-matchy. I just kind of cut it and it went wherever it wanted to go. So I'm going to add some glue here. And what I do is I usually, I'm just trying to center it and get an even line here all the way around, border. That would be a border, sorry. And then I'm going to do this one over here. So, and then I'll do the middle one. I'll just center it in between. I find that easier to work with that way. I'm going to turn this around. I don't know why I have to turn it around, but I do. I have to do that. There we go. And with the green glue, I can kind of smush it around a little bit. Get it even there. Okay. And then we'll use this one that's a little plainer. And I'm going to, let's see here. I guess I'll put it this way. All right. So just a little green glue. And now I can just center this in between these two. There we go. I'm looking at the top and bottom and side to side. I know there's a little more of a border there. That's okay. It's a hand stamped card, y'all. It's okay. So that's just going to get glued onto there, and I'll do that later. This is going to go inside the card. So I have just white, basic white, and then the polished pink. And then this piece just goes here. And I always stamp it before I glue that on because, you know, I'll probably make a mistake. So that's what I want to make sure that I don't do that. This is for my verse. So I decided on this one, I would do, I cut out the balmy blue, and then I'm going to use another one of the die cuts to cut out the words. The words are in the polished pink. I like to usually use the bolder colors, right, for the words, so it kind of stands out. And on this one, I wrote, it's, first of all, you're amazing. I just thought that was a nice little verse. There we go. And then on the inside, I'm going to go ahead and stamp the inside. I'm going to say, I miss your face. And this is not, it kind of worked out that way, you know. Yep, I miss seeing the faces here. But also, if you have somebody that's far away, I mean, don't you feel like that sometimes? My friend Stephanie came all the way from Michigan to be with me on Friday. And I feel that way sometimes. I have a picture of Lisa Marie and Stephanie on my desk all the time. Those are dear friends from Stamping Up. And sometimes I just miss their faces. I miss the smile. So it's not just in relation to Peter. It's in relation to all those wonderful relationships that I have come upon while stamping, right? Lifetime friends that I'm blessed to have through stamping. So many people reached out. It was incredible. So here is one of the dies. I'm going to use this one. These are kind of cool because they cut out, you know, on the edge, but they also leave an impression around it, like kind of like string or something around there. So I'm going to put that on here, try to get it as straight as I can. There we go. Oops. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will. Let's see what I can do here. All right. We're going to leave it like that and hope it stays. And here we go. I have my little bitty cut and emboss machine here. The Mighty Mini. Love it. There we go. Okay. Put that back, put this over here. Now on the first one, I did go ahead and kind of smooch with the dauber all the way around the edge, but we'll see if we want to do that or not. So this would look like this. I'm just going to kind of lay it in place before I glue everything together, because I want to pop some of this up. Maybe I want it going down that way, and it just kind of frames that in. And no ribbon or anything. I'm just kind of winging it here on, sounds like tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow, y'all. But I'm going to raise these up so you can see the texture that's on here. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Barb. So you can see the texture so it not only cuts out around the edge, but it gives it a really cool kind of extra texture there. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this on now. I have all the pieces together. I think it's safe. It's safe to tie it on. Sometimes I don't. If I'm going to tie ribbon or something like that around it, you know, then I try to do that ahead of time. I used to put a little hole here and then put it through the inside. But some people did not like ribbon in the inside, Cindy. And I will always think about you every time I am tempted to do that. Because I always thought, oh, it's a bonus. You see the ribbon inside. But some people don't like that. So we just kind of modify and do what works for everybody, right? Let's see here. Here's some. I'm gonna pop up both of these just to give it a little more oomph. A little more oomph there. But I'm running out, so I'm gonna cut this. Don't ever throw this away. Use all the dimensionals here. There we go. And I think I'm just gonna put it right down here, kind of where I said this spot was going to go in the center. I'm gonna offset it a bit, like that, just for interest. Because it's all blotchy and all over the place, I think you can get by with kind of playing off of that thing. There we go. Now, on this one, I think I'm going to use, these again, my square ones. They're going out. So if you love these, get them, because they're going to be leaving. And I love the square. See, I have pink. These are the sparkly ones too. From, and I could do that, I guess, too. Instead of the square. Let's do that. I will. I can do that. Where's my pickup tool? Here it is. All right. So I'm going to just pop some of these on, just so that when you pick up the card, it kind of just draws your eye, you know, around it. You have this little nice sparkles here. I'm going to put one right here. There. Ta-da. Just 3. I always go with an odd number. Yes, because I'm odd. Here we go. I'm going to take this. I'm going to glue this on first. Okay, there we go. This is just slightly, whoopsie daisy, sorry. Slightly bigger than the 5 inches here because it's 5 1/8. But I want to make sure that I cover that the white edge on there. There we go. Ta-da. Okay. Here we go. This is a super fast card. This paper is so pretty. I know I often say this. You can just let the paper do the talking. You don't have to do a lot. If you have a nice verse that you want to put in, you have a couple of accents, you know, here and there. The paper has so much movement and so much, it's just so fun that show it. Show off the paper instead of, you know, worrying about covering it with a lot of other things. So if you're doing quick cards where you want to get something done, I would suggest this paper. It's beautiful. Abstract Beauty. There we go. There. Ta-da. So here's our 2 cards for today. Ta-da. This one I left blank. So this is where you're going to write to your friend and say, come and visit me. I miss you. And here, first of all, you're amazing. And I miss your face. So fun. So really simple. It's the Abstract Beauty Suite from the mini catalog, pages 48 and 49. So there you go. I'm going to quick show you because some of you that just know me from online have never seen Peter. So I'm just going to show you. This is Peter. Ta-da. Good looking guy. Yeah. So there we go. Okay. I'm going to turn the camera around. Whoops. I guess I have to hit the button. Oh boy. I don't even know what I'm doing here. There. Okay. So thank you for joining me. I will send this over to my YouTube channel, and then over to my blog, which is stampingjourney.com. If there's something that you need, you can let me know. I'd be happy to help you out with any of your stamping needs. If you have a question or if you want something in particular shown, please let me know that too, because it makes my job easier. Jumped on. Oh, hi, Mary. Good. Well, watch the replay. Hopefully you like the card. It's Abstract Beauty, beautiful, sweet, really different, something kind of different. So I will have more cards made with using this suite on Friday, because I'll do my follow-up Friday where I kind of combine everything and just show you a bunch of cards. So thank you for joining me. Y'all have a great day. I will see you tomorrow for Winging It on Wednesday. I'm not sure which monkey cut kit I'm going to be pulling out, but I will have one ready to play with. So thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.